Summerhill. Then we'll go into the production room, and then we'll go up to the pyramid. Sound good?
Yeah.
Good. All right. So starting off, Stephen Sipes is the proprietor here, so the owner of Summerhill. He started the winery in 1986. The doors went up on the wine shop in 1987. The pyramid was built in 1997. So quite a number of 19s in there. He first started off with 65 acres. It has now grown to 85 acres. From the tree line way over there where you can see the end of the varietals, way over there, and then to this side over here where the little white house is. And all the way behind us, and all the way down to the road. There's quite a number of varietals here, between Riesling, Pinot Noir, Pinot Gris, Gewürztraminer, Ehrenfelser, all the ones you kind of get to know throughout all the wineries. So basically, Stephen, he wanted to incorporate organic into his winery. So we are a certified organic winery. He didn't want to contribute to all the bad things that are happening to our environment, the greenhouse effect, all that sort of thing. So we don't use any fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides in any of our vines. So no chemicals. All decompost and all that kind of stuff that we use in there. So there's no fertilizer. We don't add any sulfides to any of our sparkling wine, and very little to our table wine. So that's that stuff that gives you that instant headache and after you have a few drinks. So in moderation, it's a little bit better for you. So yeah, we're certified organic. On some of our wines, you might see organic and then certified. So the organic ones are in transition to become certified because half of the vineyard might use fertilizers and the other half doesn't use fertilizers. So it just kind of blows over with the wind. Any questions? No? Alright, we'll go into the production room there. Vats right here along this side, and the white vats along there. You can see little vests around the side of the white tanks there. The little dots in there are for temperature control. And then you'll see our oak barrels in the middle. These are our French oak barrels. We do use both American and French oak barrels. So depending on the wine is how long the wine spends in the barrel. So say for a Cabernet, it goes into the barrels in the American and the French oak barrel for 24 months in total. After that, take it out of the oak barrels and put into bottles. You can see here that this one here is all the way down and there's no oxygen getting into it. And you don't want that to happen because you'll get oxidization and the wine will taste really bad. And those vats as well, there's no white wine in that one because obviously it's not shut. So lots of oxygen will be getting in there. Don't want that to happen. May turn to vinegar. Not good. We do have a Chardonnay wine, our Alchemy Chardonnay, and it goes into the fermentation tank here, and then goes into the oak barrel, but only for about 6 months. It's very lightly oaked. And oak means that woody taste that you get in your mouth. And you might have that tannin as well. And that's that kind of puckering feeling you feel in your mouth. It's very dry, like all the time, after you drink. Oh, here we go. So you can see this is quite dark and ugly and not very nice looking to drink. Once the sediment is all in the neck of the bottle, that's when we do a disgorging process. So all that yeast and that gross stuff we need to get out of the bottle. So we disgorge it. The disgorging is when they pop off the cap and they lose about this much liquid in the bottle. Then they add a dosage into it, which is usually another year of the same wine, or it's the exact same wine and a little bit of additive like an ice wine, just to sweeten it up a bit. and top it off. Then the cork goes in, the cage goes on, 6.5 turns. So if you ever try that with any sparkling wine or champagne, always 6.5 turns with the cage, and then the nice gold foil goes on.